Hello everyone, thank you for watching and welcome to Local Business Episode.
Hello believers and entrepreneurs out there. How have you been with your businesses for this past second half of year 2021, even in the midst of economic downturn and the rest? We praise God for all. The goal of my theology of business is to explore how individuals can go about growing a business while applying biblical principles that facilitate business success. What drives business success then? Okay, one of the most articulate and conclusive picture of business practice in the Bible is hidden in a metaphorical picture of a husband and his worthy wife in Proverbs 31 from verses 10 to 31. It's a very long text. You can just pause this video and quickly read it so that I can catch up with the rest of the idea. The application of this famous Proverbs 31 wife as a perfect picture of Christ and his church in the marketplace, and this could even reflect how an identity in Christ can enable believers to be impactful, successful, and sustainable business leaders. I'm a business and theological scholar, but I really believe there might be something to this. First, the husband can be likened to Jesus Christ, the husband of the church that sits at the city gate and trusts confidently in all the works that his wife does, without need or worry. Meanwhile, his wife is empowered in his name to build an industrial supply chain. This beautiful woman seeks out suppliers of wool, manufactures fabrics, and sells them downstream to merchants who come from all over to buy her goods. What a modern-day definition of global supply chain management. When the Proverbs 31 wife first established her reputation, foreign traders knew her in a time when trade did not include container vessels, cargo planes, trains, or well-built transportation infrastructure. But business research indicates that reputation is one of the strongest drivers of profits. So with her reputation, she was able to increase her profits to the extent that she never had to buy on credit. In fact, with the excess of gains she made, she reinvested in real estate again. Wow! These business outcomes built on biblical tenets did not only affect the short-term outcomes of her business, but also impacted her employees. It impacted the suppliers, it impacted her customers, and the community that she ministered to. What an effective, beautiful woman. This is how a business can have an eternal impact and not only make disciples of employees, but change the cultures in which it operates. What drives this outcome from a biblical perspective then? It will start with leadership. Leadership drives the orientation of the business. Not only does it impact overall profitability, but it also positively impacts operational performances. The above has 5 highlighted main orientations of a good organization that are recognized as best practices in the business industries. The first one is what I call a sustainability orientation. This is defined as the business goal of making a profit while preserving the resources for the future and having a positive impact on society. When this woman buys fields and considers the development of vineyards as a godly woman, it means she was environmentally friendly. With the surplus of her profits, she feeds the poor and provides for the needy. Number 2 is that she had a quality orientation, and that is defined as the business goal of ensuring that the customers will be satisfied with the product in every respect. All the products she sells are of fine quality, not Chinally made. Number 3, she develops stakeholders orientation, which is the business goal of treating stakeholders as ends as well as means, while creating social as well as economic for all stakeholders. Not just shareholders alone, members of a household, like presumably servants, like employees, are all taken care of, are well clothed, and have no fear about the future. Because of that, they stay loyal to her and last longer in organizations. Number 4 is that she manifested what I call supply chain orientation. This is the recognition of a company or individual of the systemic, strategic, and processes involved in managing the various flows in the supply chain. The Proverbs wife did not only bought product from suppliers, but her customers also came from far away to buy her quality goods, implying that she understood the processes and activities necessary to integrate foreign supply with local demand. And the 5th one, which is the final point I want us to look at, is that she had an eternal orientation that can be described as the business goal of not operating for short-term gains but for long-term impacts. Throughout my research, I constantly find support for the idea that best practices in business stem from biblical principles. For example, secular business leaders adhere to social and environmental responsibility as a means of differentiating their firms from the competition. Think of the impact then when Christian business leaders apply social responsibility to empower their employees to do their jobs, interact fairly with suppliers and customers, and positively impact the communities in which they operate through philanthropy, feeding the poor, and providing for the needy. This can be seen all around us from Christian ventures across the globe. I can't start mentioning names, but we all know them. So as Christian business leaders, you should drive performance through stewardship of the environment. You should be extracting necessary resources and taking the care to dispose of waste so as not to rob future generations of land and resources. All this together creates a business that is more likely to have longevity of profitability, access to human capital, and natural resources. Finally, whether you are a captain of industry or an employee with conviction, you can apply Proverbs 31 to your day-to-day business practices. Having an others orientation not only reflects Jesus' servant leadership, but also it is the standard of the Christian faith. It is also the most effective path to leadership. You should be aware of the economic, environmental, and social impacts of your decisions. If they are detrimental to any of these 3 tenets, your decisions will not sustain profitability for your business. Do all things with excellence so that nobody can question the quality of your work. Always keep all of your stakeholders in mind and influence the cultures you are in for the better. Brethren, this is all I have for us this time. And I'll see you again as the Lord inspired me to write and speak. Stay blessed and God bless you. I am Evangelist Dr. Alice Adeoludimo. I can be reached via my WhatsApp number, which is +234-823913726 for trainings, preachings, and business consultations. Shalom. Bye.